everybody, I wanted to pop on and teach you guys how to make hand sanitizer. So, I keep seeing things where people are making their own using vodka or rubbing alcohol. That's definitely a possibility, but I'm also seeing a lot of people saying their hands are getting trashed by this because it's just drying their hands so much. So I'm going to read you guys a little bit of information here. So the CDC recommends that the hand sanitizer that you use that is effective at killing viruses needs to have at least 60% alcohol or more. A lot of conventional toxic and over-the-counter hand sanitizers don't have that much, but Thieves oil from Young Living does, as well as Peppermint. So I'm going to teach you guys how to make that, and I'm going to read you a couple other things real quick here. So alcohol denat or denature is toxic and not good for your skin. So why in the world is Young Living's plant-based hand purifier? They do have their own that they make, but again, we're going to show you guys how to make it today. So why is it safe for us? Denatured alcohol is an ethanol-based product, which is derived from petroleum. Petroleum is toxic. Almost all other companies use a petroleum base of some sort in their products, which is not natural and is toxic to our bodies. In Young Living's case, the alcohol denat is actually derived from peppermint oil, which is in Thieves. So, because of the seed to seal standard, we can trust that each of our oils is chemically sound, meaning each has a perfect chemical compound and bonds needed for it to be 100% pure as it was within the plant. So, Young Living uses these solutions to make their hand sanitizers. So peppermint also has a naturally menthol ethyl bonds and can totally be used for a natural alcohol denat instead of what was it saying? I just totally lost the word. Instead of something that's fake, basically. So I'm going to show you guys how to use that real quick. First thing, actually, I'm going to show you how to make a spray because that's super simple. Also, this is not a substitute for not washing your hands. Please wash your hands. This is just obviously for like if you're in the store and you just touched a grocery cart, or actually you can use this to spray the grocery cart down. Or if you're in just a place where you can't wash your hands. So if you can wash your hands, please do it. But I use little glass bottles for this, and you're going to use witch hazel. Again, you can use vodka, you can use rubbing alcohol, but it's going to trash your hands. So I use an alcohol-based witch hazel. It has 14% alcohol in it. This is a natural, this word always gets me, astringent. So it's a toner. I like to use this on my face. It's really good, and it's a better product to use than rubbing alcohol or vodka. So you're going to fill up your bottle with this, and then you're going to put in however much you want, but about 10 drops of either your Young Living Thieves oil or your peppermint oil, and then you have a spray. So that's perfect. You can use this to spray countertops, you can do a grocery cart handle, whatever you choose to do with that. Next is going to be your hand sanitizing gel. So I use little containers like these. You can use whatever size you want, and then if you want to use aloe vera from a plant that you have, you can. I'm growing mine out right now, right here. You would just need to cut the sides of it down. Basically, you cut off the spiky part, and then you cut it down the center. Mine's not really that spiky on the side, so I really could just basically cut it down the side, basically open it up like a sandwich, and then you can scrape that out. You'd have to have quite a bit to put it into a small food processor, and then to blend that up so it's very smooth and you can use it for that. But yeah, I'm growing that out, so it's going to take a little bit of time. In the meantime, I just grabbed some 100% aloe vera gel. You can get, there's some that's green colored because aloe vera tends to be green. So you're going to put a couple of pumps into your little bottle here. Now it can be, if you want it to be thicker gel, just put more, but I usually only do 3 pumps or so of this. Then you're going to fill it about 3/4 of the way with your toner, your witch hazel. And then if you want it to be moisturizing, you can use a carrier oil. So vitamin E, you can do almond oil, coconut oil, and you're just going to pour a few drops into this. I usually use like 5 drops or so. and then you're going to add your 10 or so drops of your peppermint or your Thieves oil. For other companies' oils, I can't guarantee that those are going to be 60 or 65% alcohol denate. I just don't trust the purity of other oils. I use Young Living for a reason. I've been to their farms. I see their process. I know that they are pure oils. So I'm going to use those because they're the best. So you're going to put that in there. You're going to shake it up until you get the consistency that you want. And then fill the rest with, if you need a little bit more of the aloe vera, add a little bit more. If you need more witch hazel, add more. Just depends on if you would like it really thin or if you want a little bit of a thicker gel. And then I do always tell people, when you use traditional or conventional, like Bath and Body Works hand sanitizers, they have all these scents like cookie and hibiscus and whatever else. You can get whatever scent from them. That stuff is total crap and it's bad for you. Like, how do you think they're getting those scents? They're not natural scents. So if you wanted to do like a thin mint cookie, you could use peppermint oil from Young Living and their Stress Away, and it makes a thin mint cookie smell. Like, there's a lot of different ways that you can add in a couple different oils to make it smell a certain way for you, and you're using something that is natural versus a fragrance. They use fragrances in these Bath and Body Works hand sanitizers that everybody loves to use. I get it, at first they smell really good. And if you don't know anything different, then that smells good. But after using a natural kind for so long, you'll start to realize like how crappy those other products are. So anyways, you'll shake that up and then test it out and see how you like the consistency. But those products, they have a lot of alcohol in them, so you'll realize that they dry super duper fast. And that's because of the alcohol content that they put in them. You're not going to have as much of that harsh alcohol. You're not going to have the rubbing alcohol or like a vodka type alcohol in the ones that I'm suggesting for you here. You're still able to kill the germs with what you have. These items are what's killing the germs, okay? Plain and simple, plant-based, nothing fake about them. So if you want proof of that, you can go to PubMed and you can see that these oils, especially peppermint, because Thieves is brand specific, obviously. But if you look at the individual oils in this, like peppermint is one of them, you will see studies that are shown on peppermint oil. So PubMed is actual scientific studies. And that is what's killing your germs. So you'll notice when this comes out, for a tad bit, it's going to feel sticky for like literally 30 seconds, maybe a minute after you rub it all in. But once you're done, your hands are going to be completely smooth, moisturized. They're not going to feel like crap, and that stick is not going to be there. So I always just tell people that right off the bat. I mean, you're going to notice it as soon as your hands are dry. You're going to be like, oh, okay, they're dry. But for a split second when they're sticky feeling, it's because you're not used to that. I mean, what you're used to is using those hand sanitizers that are just dry right off the bat. And that's just doing so much bad to your hands. I mean, yeah, it's killing germs, but it's also trashing your hands. So this is much more gentle. So hopefully that helps you guys. If you have questions, then just shout out in the comments down below. Thank you.